Let's roll, baby. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll with PBT. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I just did that just to make sure the sound levels were right. I don't know who that was singing, man. Some dude on the corner. Hope y'all having a happy Sunday, man. As you can see from the thumbnail, this is part 2 of episode 2 of how to save thousands on a vehicle purchase. I'm getting ready to come in here, but I can tell y'all tonight, man, you definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, want to have pen and paper, pencil and paper. You can do bullets. You may have to go back and watch the video again because I am about to be dropping boulders. I never say that at the beginning of a live or beginning of a video. I usually wait till I get to a boulder, but there's going to be so many tonight. I don't drop gems. I don't drop nuggets. I drop boulders, baby. And without any further ado, I want to get ready to come on up in here and see what's going on with everybody. What it do, what it do. Welcome to Points Blank Travel. And we're also multicasting on Investing with Rod. I am your boy, the host that sometimes does the most. It is Rod from Points Blank Travel. On this channel, we talk about credit. We talk about credit cards. We talk about points, miles, cash back, personal finance, and how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. We're also broadcasting on Investing with Rod, one of my other channels. And on that channel, we show you how to invest. You only have $5, $10, $20. Your boy Rod is going to show you how to do it. I'm not doing it for you. I'm going to show you how to do it. But tonight, we're going to do part 2. And I don't know how long this series is going to be. I don't plan on being on here no longer than an hour and 15 minutes, wherever I am, roughly at the hour and 15 minute mark, if we don't finish before. We're going to end the live because I don't want to hit y'all with too much stuff. But do me a favor before we get started. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell. It's going to be right next to subscribe. Make sure you select all. It's going to default to personalized. Make sure you select all so you don't miss out on future live streams with videos. Also, hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up, baby. Show the channel some love. That's how we get the videos pushed out to people that may be looking for information like this. And with all that being said, you know what time it is. Let's roll, baby. Let's get down to business. I'm over here looking at my numbers. I'm like wondering if we even broadcasted live, man. But anyway, hey, they're going to have to catch up, man. They're going to have to catch up. So, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to be talking about a couple different things. But what I want to do is I'm going to be focusing a lot, not only, and if you have a car buying question, you don't have to wait till I get to that point. Please put it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer it. Also, we're going to be talking about the trade-in, not just the trade-in. I'm going to tell you some little tricks and psychological moves that you can make. You can choose not to make them, but it could cost you money. But you have to be natural. That's number one. What I'm about to tell y'all, it's a lot of information. And if you try to practice it or have a script for it or act like you're a mud air player or something, it ain't going to work out well. So it's got to be natural. If you skip a step, you miss a step, oh well. I didn't learn all this in one day. So right now, what's up, Lewis Vibes? I see y'all in the building. So the first thing you want to do, if at all possible, and everybody doesn't have this luxury, if you have someone that you know that has been in the car business, it would be a great idea to take them with you. I'm not talking about somebody that bought a car and think they know. I'm talking about someone that worked in the business. If this is your first vehicle, yeah, take someone that has purchased a car. At least do that. And the reason you want to do that is because they know the game, baby. They know the game. You can't win at a game if you don't know the game. So, with that being said, do not disclose that this person worked in the car business. Don't disclose it. We're going to disclose it. Don't do it up front. Why? If you do it up front, they're going to get their ammunition ready to not only be ready for you as a consumer, but they're going to be ready for what they call the third baseman or that other party that you brought. But if that other party over there looking at their phone, still listening, doing something else, like they're not paying attention, yet they're soaking in everything that's being said, they're not going to focus on the third baseman. The third baseman is now just another individual. But if they're chiming in more than you may as well not be there, because the first rule in sales is focus on the buyer. But more importantly, focus on the decision maker. The decision maker may not always be the buyer. Hello, or hopefully that ain't go over nobody's head. The decision maker may not always be the buyer. Let's just say if I take my daughter to get a car, she's the buyer, but I'm going to be probably controlling some of the decisions. So they're going to focus on me. She's no longer in the picture. Don't let them know. All right. So we don't really want them. And I have some notes here, some bullet points. We don't want them to know that we have an ally. Now, when it comes to your trade, if you don't have a trade, still pay attention, because you're going to have one day. And when it comes to your trade, I'm going to tell you how it's going to be done in most dealerships. While you're test driving the car, that's when they're going to look at your trade. Now, there is a possibility the salesperson will walk out there with you to look at your trade, and they're going to do what they call the silent walk around. Again, if you're just coming in, I'm not worried about subscribers or not. I'm not even worried about thumbs up. If you're just coming in, you might want to grab a pencil and paper. They're going to do what they call a silent walk around. And what people do, and y'all, I'm about boulder alert from now until I end this live. What people do when they do the silent walk around, okay, I'm going to transition from salesperson to customer. So y'all got to pay attention. We're in salesperson mode. They're going to walk around the vehicle. Why do they call it silent? Because any little scratch, any little ding, any little nick, any little change of paint, they're going to run their hand across it. And it's called a silent. So what they're psychologically making you think is, okay, that's a deduction from the value of my vehicle. And to get solidification on that mentality, what they're going to do is they're waiting on you, because 9 times out of 10, a human's going to do it. They're going to start explaining what happened. They'll touch a little dent. Oh, that's when Johnny was throwing a baseball in the yard and hit the car. They don't care about all that. But what you just did was you just gave them confirmation that you know that there's a dent there. Hell, that surprise right there. Oh my God, where did that come from? That must have happened since I've been here. That must have happened when I was driving up here. Don't give them confirmation that it happened 2 years ago when little Johnny was out there throwing the baseball. But the cool part is none of this really matters. I just don't want them to get in your head, because that salesperson, that's not the real appraiser. The real appraiser is going to be either the sales manager, sales director, used car. And he is the one that's going to put a value on your trade-in. And he's going to do it. It's going to be a real silent walk around, because he's going to do that when you're not there. You're going to be on the test drive. No, we ain't going for that. We're going to let our salesperson name is going to be Sam. Sam, the salesperson. We're going to let Sam know that we want to be present for the appraisal. We're going to tell them that up front. Hey, man, I got to trade it, but I want to be there when they appraise it. I just want to be there. And now, when you say that, it's going to throw him off a little bit, and he's going to go and tell the seller, my customer Sam want to be there when you do the appraisal. Sales people, ladies and gentlemen, write this down. Sales people have a process. Our job as the consumer is to destroy their process, wreck their process. So if you don't know, and Rod's not telling you this, and you go out there and do the silent walk around and they touching everything and you telling them everything, you're following along with their process. And they're going to go up there, hey, Bobby, I'm about to go on a test drive with Sam. I already did the silent walk around. Cool. But if he go up there, if your Sam, the salesperson, go up there and say, hey man, this dude want to be present for the trade appraisal. I'm gonna go ahead and take him on this test drive, but he want to be there, man. So you might want to hold up from when I get back. You throwing them off the process. That's not the process. The process, you gone, they appraise it. No, you gone, they sitting still, you come back, we appraise it. You throwing them off the process. So you get out there, he's gonna do the same little stuff, the silent walk around. This is where I need y'all to pay attention. Don't be talking. We're gonna talk about the test drive. That's really when you don't want to talk. All right, so before you go there, you need to know the value of your vehicle. Don't go to no KBB, Kelley Blue Book. No, that's what people mess up. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, when I sold cars, even when I was a sales manager and I was a sales director, this is what was said. Hey, all right, I'm a customer. Hey, well, KBB says my car's worth 10. Well, okay, go sell it to KBB. They're stuck because KBB does not buy cars. They don't buy cars. Well, go sell it to KBB, get your money, come back and see me. They're stuck. The customer's now stuck. Plus, KBB is a business. They're not going to tell you your car worth $2,000. They're going to shoot you high because you can't go to them. They're going to get you excited. And then you're going to come here. We're going to offer you two. And you ain't going to be mad at KBB. You're going to be mad at ABC Motors because we the one delivered the news, yet they fooling you. Don't mess with KBB. Go to Black Book. If you can get access, go to Black Book. And that's where they're going to get the real value. There's a couple other places, but that's where they're going to get the real value. Know the value. So here, we're back from the test drive. We're going to do a whole different live on the test drive. That's a whole nother game. Depending on how much time I have tonight. We're back from the test drive. We're going out here, they're doing an appraisal. So the appraisal up there, he put in the numbers and all this. Typically, when he's doing that, the salesperson going to be there trying to, what they call, build rapport with you. They're going to find something about you that they can talk to you about that you can relate to, so you can mentally, a lot of this is a mental game, so you can mentally shift your thought process from purchasing a car to, oh man, you've got on a Dallas Cowboy hat. Are you from Dallas? You like the Cowboys? Yeah, man. But hey, man, you remember when they wanted to? And then now they get to a whole nother, I remember, but I'm trying to buy a car right now. A lot of people think I'm rude when I go and I'm dealing with sales and negotiations, and that's not the case. It's just, if I know it's a process, I need to be controlling the process, not letting them control. Whoever is in control win. All right, so they're going to come out there. 9 times out of 10, your car is going to be worth more than what they show you. And I'm going to use simple numbers. They may show you that your car is worth $6,000, but in all actuality, it's worth $8,000. And if you don't know, and you say, well, man, I was expecting, you don't know, you was just expecting $4,000. Hey, I'm $2,000 ahead. Yeah, that's cool, man. All right. No, we're going to know. We're going to know exactly. No, man, I think this car's worth at least 9. Now, what did I just do? All right, it's really 8. They told me 6. I already know it's 8, but I'm going to tell him it's 9 because I'm messing him up. He trying to lowball me, and I'm going to highball him. And watch what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention to what's going to happen. Well, let me see. Let me go talk to the manager. Maybe he missed something. He going to go up there. He going to say, hey, man, I showed the guy 6. I know we got $2,000 to play with, but this dude want 9. The manager ain't going to really trip. But the salesperson going to be in a frenzy. Because you done went more than what it's worth and way more than what you offer because you got $3,000 to make. That salesperson got $3,000 to make up. From $6,000 that he told you to $9,000 that you want. So then he going to come back. Well, I couldn't get you 9, but I was able to get you 8. No, I was able to get you 7. I couldn't get you 9, but I was able to get 7. And you just stick to your gun. No, man. I tell you what, man. Let me go think about this. You ain't going nowhere, but this is your first go thing. This is your first false leave. You ain't really leaving. Now, it's going to come a time when you're really leaving, but this is your first false leave. And let me go think about it. Oh, they're going to get a little nervous because they hate to see you leave. Because guess what? You might not never come back, especially in a major city with a million dang on car dealerships like Dallas. So, you say, you know what, man? Hold on, let me tell you something. You look on your phone. I don't care if you go to Instagram, Facebook, who won the Super Bowl in 2020. I don't care where you go. You ain't even got to look in there. And just say, you know what? I tell you what, man. I like you. Now, we telling Sam, the salesperson, we flipping around. Remember, he supposed to be building a rapport with us, and we flipping around. I really like you, Sam. I tell you what, man. I don't feel like doing a lot of back and forth. I'm ready to roll. My wife didn't even want me to come up here. My girlfriend, whoever, boyfriend, husband, whoever. 8,500, man. If you can get me 8,500, I probably won't even have to think about it, man. He gonna get up, go tell the salesperson, all right, man, I got him off to 9. But he's trying to leave, and he said he ain't going. He'll go to 8,500, but that's it. Or he get ready to walk. There's a high possibility, and I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to do here. There's a high possibility, depending on how many cars they've sold that day, depending on what day of the week it is, because a dealership don't want to report that they didn't sell any cars that day. So, even if you could have, hey man, how many cars y'all sold today? He gonna be so discombobulated, he gonna tell you, he gonna give you the ammunition. Oh man, dude, I really need to sell this car. We only sold 1 car today. Bingo, you got him. You only sold one. One is too close to 0. 2 is a lot better. Man, you know what? Tell you what, Rod, I still couldn't get 8,500. I couldn't get 9, but I was able to get you 8,000. Nope, I want 8,500. He gonna go back. They gonna eat that 500. So guess what? You went from 6,000, if you didn't know, to 8,000 because you do know, and then you got another 500 because you do know, and now you're controlling the negotiation as the customer. This ain't about the salespeople. As the customer, you're controlling the conversation and the negotiation. All right. Now, one of the things, we are going to slide over to the test drive because we got the trade out the way. We got what we want for the trade. And I don't have too many more bullet points to look at. So now we got our appraisal figured out. Remember, we went on that test drive earlier. We already came back, but I'm going to backtrack and go on the test drive. When you get in the car to go on a test drive, I don't care if it's new or used. First thing you want to do, they're going to have that, especially if it's hot or if it's cold, they're going to have the whatever air or the heat up high. I don't care if it's 12 degrees outside and you freezing. Turn that heat down as low as you can. I ain't saying turn it all the time. Why are we doing that? We want to be able to hear. Stereo probably going to be somewhere between blasting and halfway blasting. Turn it all the way down. Why? We want to hear the car. We want to hear any knocking, any bumping, anything. We want to hear. And then you need to make one statement. Don't be mean about it. Hey, Sam, do me a favor, man. It's probably the only thing I'm going to ask of you other than get me a good deal. Can you please be quiet during the test drive because I want to feel the vehicle. I want to hear the vehicle. He don't want to lose his sale, so he going to shut up. You do want to hear if there's any knocks. You're going to know that probably in the first 2 or 3 blocks. Try to do an extended test drive. Try to get on the freeway because what they're going to try to do is take you around the block and park. No. And then go a little faster if you ain't scared because now you got them all shook up. You're driving crazy. You throw them out the process. So we ride. Sammy ain't going to be able to help himself because this is part of his process. Sammy is going to start talking to you. So what do you think about the ride? Shh. I don't care what you say. Just say something crazy though. So that this is, oh my God, this is symphony in motion. Say something crazy. Hey, say something that he ain't like, oh my God, this is like Beach Street and Breaking meets Drumline. Just say something crazy. Say, yo. And then, because what he's trying to do is get your mind off of the vehicle and loving the vehicle. Here come a psychological move. Now you love this vehicle, you love it. I mean, but you can't let them know that. Don't let them know you love it, man, because then they get the upper hand. So it ain't gonna get back. So what do you think of the car, right? It's all right, man. I don't know if I like that old screen, man. I don't want no fingerprints all right. I'm used to buttons, man. I'm an OG. I'm used to buttons. But I drove cars when the gear shift was on the steering wheel. And the steering wheel was like this big, man. Now everything off this, I don't know, man. You just gave him something else to overcome. You love the vehicle. You love the touch screen. You don't care about no damn fingerprints. But we gonna tell him that, cause we gonna make him think, oh my God, no matter what I do, he's finding something. He's rattled. He or she, the salesperson, Sam is rattled. So I'm laughing because, man, I just recently did this in February. I didn't have to do all of this, because they knew me, and they knew that I knew the game. So I'm like, man. So I'm sitting there, and I'm gonna look a little worried because I want to give Sam the feeling that he got me. But he don't really believe it, but I'm gonna give him the feeling that he do, and then he's gonna come back. I need y'all to pay attention. There's a saying in the car business. What's the biggest? Somebody put in the comments right now. What's the biggest problem people have at a dealership? What's the biggest complaint? It takes too much time. I don't want to be here all day. I heard all this when I saw a car. Oh, my little Johnny got to eat. Oh, I just remember my cat's at home, and usually about this time of the day, he pee on the window. I don't care. I don't care if your cat over there cooking, frying eggs and making a hamburger. I don't care as a salesperson. But, so we're going to flip the script back now. Reason I brought all that up, because there's a saying, pay sticker, get out quicker. What that means, pay sticker, get out quicker. If you pay the sticker price, ain't no negotiations. You can cut all that time out. Hey, I'll take it. I got $1 million in the bank. This car $50,000. I don't care. I'll take it. What do I say? You'll be out there in 30 minutes. They'll have you in the box or in financing, in and out. You gone, baby. You gone. No, we got to have some time. When you go to get a car, you got to have some time. Ain't saying have 5-6 hours. But notice I didn't just explain the whole game, and we ain't even got to the real game because we about to get in these numbers. So they're going to show you sticker. You need to know prior to getting there the rebates if it's a new vehicle, and you need to know if it's a used vehicle, what are they going for at other dealerships. So if you see 5 dealerships and the car is $25,000, then you get to the dealership you at and it's $28,000. First question you should have: why are their car? 5 cars are $25,000. Why is yours $28,000? Talk to me, man. Don't get tongue tied now. Talk to me. Why is what make yours $3,000 higher? I'm gonna tell you, if it's a new car sticker, it's gonna be some rebates, and there's room for the profit. Man, don't pay no sticker. Matter of fact, go. Okay, car brand new, $30,000. Well, Rod, the sticker price is $30,995. Okay. Well, I looked at Bullet Bob Motors, and he had his same vehicle with the rebates and the discount down $25,800, I believe, and you telling me $30,995. Maybe I need to go holler at Bullet Bob, see why it was so cheap. Oh, no, man, I'm sorry. This is just the first set of numbers. We don't put the rebates here. Well, they got to put the rebate. We put the rebates here, but we don't put the discounts here yet because we need to make sure you're ready. Well, yeah, I'm ready. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't ready. So check it out. Check it out. Now, this is when I need y'all to get strong. I don't care if I don't care if the only car you ever bought in your life was a Hot Wheels, and that's a toy. I don't care. This is when I need you to get strong at the dealership. Not strong in this live stream, but you need to right now, you need to tighten your buckle up. Male or female, don't matter. Tighten your buckle up because now we about to go into full battle mode. And if you're dealing with your money and you want to give it away, I'll go get a P.O. box tomorrow and you can start sending it to me. But if you don't want to give your money away, we about to go into battle mode. Because he ain't going to come back with what Bullet Bob got. He's going to come back. He's going to give you probably $1,000. And this is what we're going to say. This is what Rod going to say. Look here. Hey, Sammy, check it out, man. Now I did a little time to be here because I know you can't come here in 15 minutes to buy a car, but I don't have all day to be here. So we can either keep playing and you come back with $100 off, $200, or we can get out in the business, give me the best deal I can get. And I tell you what, man, you may not really mean this, but this is what we're going to tell Sam. You got one shot, bro. We're going to be like Eminem. You got one shot. You better come back here with your best number. I'm out of time. And then that's when we want our ally, our buddy, our car buying buddy to chime in. Hey, by the way, Sammy, hey, I used to sell cars, man. I know the game, man. Can you just come back with the real number so we can get out of here, man? My man really want a car. I know you want to sell one. Can we just go and come to even ground and make this happen? Now, the salesperson is really discombobulated. You got a time clock on him. Your buddy that just sprung. Notice how I did that. Psychological. We sprung the fact that he know about cars because he used to sell right when the customer. So you got the decision maker saying he know what's going on, and you got the buyer ready to go. You got the salesperson up against the ropes like Muhammad Ali in '74, baby, and we are ready to do the rope-a-dope. But we gonna beat him up a little while. We ain't rope-a-doping him yet, it's gonna be a couple more series. How long I've been going? 26 minutes. I might get to 2 or 3 episodes on this one. So he gonna come back with his best deal. But there's a possibility he may come back without his best deal or have it, but have the manager come out with him to see if he can bump you up just a little higher. Just a little bit higher before they give in. Stick to your guns. Hey, my name is Jimmy. I'm the sales manager. Hey, my name is Rod, and I'm the potential buyer. And I plan on being done in about 35 minutes. So, what's up, Johnny? Well, man, I know you want 24.8, but hey, man, that car costs us 25.3 to get it to the dealership. But yeah, man, I know y'all. I understand. I understand. My buddy used to sell cars. He told me that. So this is about the best I can do. Well, all right, man. Well, I guess we done here. Mark my word. Depending on how nervous they are, Sammy is going to either pull that paper out from behind his back and show it to you right there with the price you want, or they're going to go back to the sales desk and get the price you want. Because the sales manager couldn't close you. I've done both ends of the stick. I've done a salesman, and I've been a sales manager, and I've been a sales director. If I went in as a sales director, that means everybody done failed. If I went in as a sales manager, that means the salesperson couldn't close them. My job was to close the deal. That's why I know so much about this. I didn't read this in a book. I didn't go get car buying for dummies or nothing like this. I've experienced this. So now, they give us the price. We got the price situated. We ain't paying cash. Notice how what's the best way to eat an elephant? One bite at a time. We ain't all over the place. We're controlling the situation. We did the trade. We done ran a test drive the way we wanted to. We now got the numbers right. We ain't try to do all this at once. We got the salesperson on our pay. Now we're going to get over here to this financing. Woo, this here is what it gets. What's that sucker? It's getting sticky. This is when it gets sticky, boy. When they get the finance part. You tired. The salesperson tired. I want y'all to listen to what I'm about to say now. It's funny because I'm thinking about some things right now that I really ain't thought of. You're tired. You're the customer. The salesperson tired because you done wore his ass out. But now when you go to finance, notice it's a whole different person that's fresh. He or she ain't tired. They've been sitting there an hour and a half while you've been running little Sammy around the ringer, and they ready for you. And they're in this little place called the finance office or the business office or whatever office you want to call it. But that's who's going to do your numbers. But what little Sammy's job is to come out now. You all you was focused on the price. Typically, the price is going to be on the right, and your monthly payment is going to be on the left, to the left side of the paper. You ain't even looked at that yet. You just looked at the price. So now you got the price where you want. Then you look over here and it say 9.99%, and you a 680, 720 credit score. Sammy, does this say 9.99 or did my glasses stop working? You're going to hear that. Well, that's just the national average, because we haven't seen your credit. My credit is a 720. Go show me what it is with a 720. Then they're going to come back with some old Twinkie. I wish this was on points, but they're going to come back with some Twinkie Dinky story. Well, interest rates are up. The Feds and Colin Powell and Larry Powell, and they ain't either one of the dudes named Powell. I forgot his name. And, Big Bird got involved, and they've just raised the interest rates, Rod. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't control it. So we think the best we can get you is probably 6.99. Okay. All right. I'm going to do this application. Let's submit it to the bank. Remember, we got him against the ropes. But he think he win. He showed us 9.99. He said that the best he think he can get with my 720 is 6.99. He submitted the application to the bank or the financial lender, and they come back and they're going to give him an interest rate. And he's going to come out there la-di-da-di-da, all happy. Congratulations, Rod. How many of y'all ever heard that? Congratulations, man. I don't want to hear all that. I ain't in no football game. I ain't playing nothing. What you mean, congratulations? What? So congratulations, Rod. I was right, man. We got you 6.99, buddy. So with 6.99 for 72 months, with $2,000 down, I can get you a payment of $450. This is what you do. I want you to do this now. You gotta follow along with me. I want you to say, man, Sammy, man, that sounds good. Start shaking your head, and Sammy gonna be over there like a lion licking his chops because he's about to get his prey. That sounds good, Sammy, but guess what, man? What's the buy rate? Sammy right now is about to smooth pass out. What is the buy? B-U-Y. What is the buy rate? What is the buy rate? Let me tell y'all what the buy rate is. So, when you go to buy a car and they show you an interest rate, there's going to be a buy rate. The bank is going to give the dealership a rate. Let's say they showed you 9.99, then they showed you 6.99. The bank, the buy rate might be 4.29 or let's say 3.99. But they done told you 6.99 and you were cool. Here's what's typically going to happen. Rod, man, I'm glad you had me submit that because you was right. It's not 6.99. I was able to get you 5.99, dog. Man, I told you I'm working for you, Rod. Meanwhile, the buy rate is 3.99. That's what your rate really is, 3.99. But they are allowed to add 2 points, going from 3.99 to 4.99 to 5.99. And don't let them keep it 6. And then you ever wonder why they say, hey, Rod, I'm able to throw a warranty in there. I'm able to throw a gap in there. I'm able to throw where you get keys if you lose your keys, a windshield. I can throw all of that and your payment's only going to be. It's not going to be $450. It's going to be $425, Rod. I was able to throw all that in and then lower your payment. No, they didn't. What they did, if you got a rate of 3.99 and 3.99, 6.99 had you at 450, 3.99 is going to probably have you say 405. But then they add all this stuff in there and get you from still going to show you the 5.99. They're going to throw all this stuff in there, charge you for it, but they're going to have you so focused on the payment, and your payment went from 450 to 425, but it's really at 405 at 3.99. They got you to go up to 425 because they sold you all this stuff and made it look like they was giving it to you, and you're happy because it's not 450, it's 425, but it really should have been 405. I hope y'all are paying attention. You ain't gonna remember all this at once. You may have to practice a couple times. You may have to have a couple people working with you go practice. Everybody have a different part. I don't know, man, but I'm telling you, hopefully this is making sense to some people. So You thinking, and we all want something that we think is free, including me. But it ain't free. You already got it. They're just giving you the perception that it's free because they're giving you a 2-point interest rate higher than what you really got. All right. So we got that. I'm at 425. Well, check it out, Sammy. I didn't plan on putting no money down. You come up here with this $2,000. Where you get that from? Did you tell the bank that? I think my credit score is good enough. I shouldn't have to put nothing down. And why not? Why not, Rod? Because, Sammy, I'm smart enough to know for every 1,000 I put down, it's only $16 to $20 monthly payment being taken off. So if I put $2,000 down, I'm looking at what, $30, $40 off per month. Here is where stab. If you've never watched my live stream, you're about to learn today. Smarter than the average bear. Stab. And we about to stab it. Well, I ain't got $2,000, Sammy. Here's what we're going to do, Sammy. I don't care how you make this happen, but this is what we're going to do. Notice I took total control. Now it's rope-a-dope time. Ain't no more punching, ain't no more body blows, ain't no slapping him upside the head. It is knockout time. I'm about to knock him out. Sammy, I don't care what you got to do. I ain't got nothing down. You had me at $450. And if we go up $40, it could be $30. But if we go up $40, and now you got me at $425, my max payment should be $465 with nothing down, 72 months. I'm not paying a penny over that. I don't care what the price. You can make the price $2. I'm not paying a penny over $465. What you just did, you went 15. You kept $2,000 in your pocket. You can go buy whatever the heck you want to buy when you leave the dealership. Go buy a new outfit to ride in your new car. You kept your $2,000. You only took your monthly payment of $15, and you done got $5,000 worth of coverage. Gap, tire sure, windshield, dents, dings. You got all that included because they thought they were slick. But you're smarter than the average bear. And you went from $450 to $465 and got a world of stuff, and you kept your money in your pocket. That's for the people in the back. You have to be a master of your craft. But I'm going to tell you, this here ain't as easy as credit card points and miles. This is not as easy as buying a stock or crypto. This is two of your biggest purchases you'll make in life is a house and a car. Y'all, I just bought a 2018 Genesis G80 for $20,000, 38,000 miles. If I didn't tell you what year it was, you wouldn't know. And I worked them, and I worked them, and I worked. Matter of fact, this won't typically happen. They knew me, but I went in and I said, hey, I told the sales person, dude, I don't need no demo, which is a short for demonstration. I don't need you pointing nothing out. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to go with me if that's cool with them. I just rather ride by myself. And Kenny said, yeah, man, let him ride. Slap a tail in the car. We know ride cool. I'm all over town. I forgot I was on the test drive. I'm just enjoying the car. Go back. I say, man, I'll be in touch. Give me your card. That was the first time. Give me your card. I'll be in touch. I don't like this. He thought I was just a type person that was just a brother up there just joyriding in the car with no intention to buy one. 2 months later, I went back. He wasn't there. I asked for him. He wasn't there. I said, well, I'm going to do what I got to do, but I ain't messing with nobody but him because he was the first person that approached me. When I went back and told that dude I was ready to make my move, he thought he had saw a ghost. He said, man, you really remember me? I said, yeah, I was in the business, bro. He said, you know what you're doing. You didn't want no test drive. You didn't want me to go. Yeah, man, I watched all the YouTube video. I know her. I probably tell you about the car. Master of your craft. Let me make sure there's nothing else here. Let me jump in these comments. Yeah, don't let them throw you off. Our job now, if you can't do all this, just go in there and just focus on getting your price down. But if you do what I just told you, that's why my thumbnail says save thousands. You can go in there and willy-nilly to maybe get a couple hundred. I can go in there sucking on a blow pop and drinking a Sprite and get $200 off. Anybody can do that. But we want to go in there and yeah. Well, I don't care what your buddy got on. Don't go in there like you're at a fashion show. Don't go in there with a 3-piece suit on or your Sunday best or your Louis Vuitton purse. This is the one time. I ain't saying don't go in there with your hair all crazy and dry spots all over you, and your clothes dirty. I ain't saying that, but this is the one time you don't want to look like you got a bunch of money, cause they gonna send the right people at you. Cause if I look like I got a bunch of money and know what I'm doing on my business, man, they ain't gonna send little Sammy over here that just started 2 months ago, cause I'm gonna be too much for him as a customer. But if I'm in there, like when I bought my car, y'all, it was cold. I had on a hoodie, some tennis shoes that looked like I had them a while, some sweatpants, and a shirt, and a baseball hat. I looked like I had just left, I don't know, somewhere bad. I didn't look like I had just left the house to go buy no car. And then when I went back again, it was different clothes, but pretty much the same look. Now the dudes, the managers know how I dressed up because they knew me, but the salespeople just thought I was just a regular old dude, bro. Poor, broke, and lonely, man. Anyway, let me jump at these guys, man. Poor, broke, and lonely, baby. I'm telling you, man. Now, the next thing we're gonna get into, some on the next episode. I'm gonna read the comment. I might even get into it tonight because I'm still doing great time here. But what you want to do, man, there's just as much to do prior to getting to the dealership than it is once you get to the dealership. One thing. Now, I was never good at this, but a rule of thumb in sales, during negotiations, the first person to speak loses. I only had so many minutes because maybe they knew that too, because they'd be up there just looking at the paper and I'd be up there looking at them. And I'm doing what I learned in training. I'm waiting on him to talk. I guess he was waiting on me to talk. I said, man, I can't do this. I talked first. I still won. But I'm gonna flip this. I'm gonna say this here real quick. Because I want to say it before. We got 12 people in here. I've been talking about process, and I'm gonna flip the script. I'm gonna tell you some things I did when I was a salesperson that I want you to watch for as a customer. What I did as a salesperson to help you look for as a customer. So when I was a salesperson, not a sales manager, not a sales director, when I was a salesperson, I took a person on a test drive. I did everything I just told you to tell them not to do. I talked to them. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't, depending on how we vibe. I would get on my cell phone, let them just drive whatever the hell they want. And then, oh man, what we doing way over here? We got to go back to the dealership. And I always had them parked in the parking spot. My desk was right by one, and I always had it was a handicapped parking spot. We didn't have that many handicapped people come through. I guess it was always empty. Why did I have them parked there? Psychological. I want them to see the car that they want. Remember, I'm salesperson mode now. I'm not the customer. But these are things I want you to look for when you're purchasing a car to make sure they're not doing what I'm telling you I used to do to people. So half the time, they didn't even hear what I said because what were they doing? They were looking at the one of the car they wanted. I didn't mind repeating myself. Hell, I'm there 10 hours. Matter of fact, if I had to repeat myself, I might have opportunity to change something. Yeah, that's gonna be $4 or $5 a month. And they look like, oh, what'd you say, Ron? Yeah, it's gonna be $4.15 a month. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry you ain't paying attention, but anyway. And another thing I used to do when I used to go get the numbers, I would set the key to the new vehicle and I had a model of a Camaro. The Camaro had just came back out. I would put it right there by the car, by the model car. Hey, feel free to go out there and look at it, man. I'll be back. Just don't go nowhere now because I took the tag off. Just feel free to go sit in and look at it, start it up. I don't care what you do. Just don't leave. They usually take advantage of that because I'm not there with them. They go back to the car, the customer, and they make themselves fall in love with it. Again, I'm telling you what to look for so this don't happen to you as a customer. There's a saying, feel the wheel, the steering wheel, seal the deal. If we, as a salesperson, can get you to feel the wheel, we can seal the deal. A lot of people think that a person has to like the car to buy it. It's true, but if they like the car and the salesperson, you have a better shot. So I remember telling people back when I was selling, what's that show? Deal or No Deal had just came out. And this was I did it with every customer. I said, hey man, I want y'all to think. Now I know y'all think we all try to get over on people, but you ever watch that show, Deal or No Deal, and the customer always say, most of them say, yeah. Well, this is what I need you to look at. You're the contestant, I'm the Black Howie, and the dude up there is the banker. So I'm on your side. We are fighting him. Oh, okay, yeah, man, I can relate to that. So if I come back here with some numbers, hey, my numbers are his numbers. What am I doing? As a salesperson, I'm making them think I'm on their side. But you know whose side I'm on? I'm not on the manager's side. I'm not on their side. I'm on my pocket side. Now I done built some camaraderie with them. I mean, it's ruthless, man. Just and emotions, man. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. I remember, and this is the last little story I'm gonna tell for now. I remember this man came in, this woman's van, his wife's van had stopped. She wanted a Traverse. And he said, I think the price was like $630 a month, 72 months, and he said it was too high, they couldn't afford it. And you could see the look on her face, man. Total defeat, disgust, sadness. She didn't want to get back in that car. They just had stalled with their little infant baby in there. So they would get ready to walk out, and I said, hey, whatever his name was, we'll just say whatever. Pete, hey Pete, let me holler at you real quick. And he was like, yeah, Derek, go ahead and go to the car. I'm coming out with Rod. See what Rod is talking about. So I said, hey, let's have a seat now. I want to make sure she don't hear what I'm about to say. I say, hey, man, I don't know if you noticed. I'm sure you did because it's your wife, not mine. Did you see the look on her face, man? I know you're not about to let your wife drive off in that van with your child. They just stalled out. Over $100 a month when you can have a brand new vehicle. Your warranty starting back at $0. Got the latest technology. You got Bluetooth. You got, what's that stuff? OnStar. Your car fail. You press a button. They come there. You ain't even got to leave work. You're going to give all that up to put her back in the van when you got to just do what you just did today? He said, I can't afford a ride. And then he walked stomped out. I said, well, I didn't get it. 10 minutes later, he came back. What do I sign? Master. That's me as a salesperson. I'm telling y'all this. I don't care if they tell you to come back and they got a buffet upstairs and you can go there and eat all you want. If your other half or you are not feeling, if one of the two is not feeling it, leave that place, go home, discuss it. If it's budget, put the budget on paper. I don't care. I don't care if they tell you if you buy this car every Saturday, you can come up here and get to hang out with SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't care. Till the kid turned 15. I don't care. We don't care. We're going home. All right, let me get in these comments. All right, Lewis Vibes in here. What's going on, man? Let me see. We got, and Super Chats are in full effect, man. We got 12 real homies in here, 9 thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Also, we are broadcasting on Punch Blank Travel as well as Investing with Rod. This is one of the few times where I'll combine and multicast on both of these two channels. I really don't want to do that, but I wasn't going to do 2 lives on the same thing. We got TJ's Destination in the Heezy in the house. Baby says, hello, everybody. And we got Most Hated Bronze, Flat Power God saying, salute. I got that salute this time. Thanks to Anwar and Why Love's Motivated Meat. I got it. I know what it is. Now, salute. The Flex, the Fire, everyone. Oh, I thought that was just to me. Meat and I in the house, man. Says, got the part of the line says, what's up, PBT? Peace to the chat. Then there's some little dots there. Some little, I don't know what that is. And what is that, man? LV, what's up? Who is LV? Oh, man, what got me confused? Oh, Lewis Vibes. Yeah, I heard you say that y'all live last night. Man, I had a good time in they live last night. Now, trying to get a new car is like 6 hours. Yes, could be 6. It could be 30 minutes. Pay sticker, get out quicker. It should be no 6 hours. If you do what I just told you, and especially the weaker your salesperson, the quicker it's going to be, or it could be the longer. But if you do what I just told you, I would say, we used to tell people 90 minutes. I would say about 2 hours you should be out of here. Once they realize you ain't playing and you serious, That's why you can't get emotional, man. Just think like this, man. Notice earlier in this here, I said there were 5 cars at 25,000. There are cars at 28. You can walk. I walked away from a car. Why I loves to motivate can attest to this. I walked away from a car. I loved the G7. I wanted. I had it priced where I wanted, but some told me to walk away. It was the first good deal I got, and I ended up with a better deal, $9,000 better for more vehicle. Don't get caught up in your emotions, man. And y'all, you want to talk about don't get caught up. I needed a car. I didn't want a car. The car I was in, go back and look at this short. I had no back window. I had 50,000 cracks in the windshield from the hailstorm, 200 hail dings, and that's how I was rolling. I needed a car, and I still didn't get emotional. I rolled around dirty till I found what I wanted. Scared, I didn't go past the grocery store, but I did what I had to do, man. All right. And we got Why Loves to Motivate in the house. Why Love, I thought I gave you the wrench on this one. Good evening, Rod and chat. What it do? What it do? Hey, Why Love, you ain't no channel member either, man. What y'all like? Hey, man, this channel member must not be working. Oh, now you are. You wasn't? Now you are. I don't know. Immediately I say, hey, yo, and then they speaking back, and we got Why Loves to Motivate. Oh, I read that one already, because I guess the first one said so. And we got to keep up with the Griffiths channel members as well as part of the alliance. Says, what's up, Rod? What it do? What it do? Just trying to tell people how to save on a car. And hello, everyone. Great knowledge here tonight. Thank you, TJ, man. And the crazy part, y'all, it just hit me that I said, I need to do a part 2. And I was able to probably knock out part 2 and 3, maybe some of 4 with what I talked about tonight. It's a lot, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot to me because I'm used to doing it. But to a person that's never negotiated like that, and I'll be honest with y'all, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Before I got in the car business in 2010, I bought my first car in 1994. I always paid sticker. I didn't know you could negotiate. I thought it was like Walmart, whatever the price was, what you paid. I mean, I didn't know you can go in there. And I started seeing, you know what? I'm telling y'all, man, this is for real. The hardest customer, I had 2 hard customers. The hardest customers I had were female. Female only, I'm talking just the female. Second hardest was rich people. Man, they be in there fighting for $10, man, a month. Another thing, let me go through some of these comments. I need y'all to stick around. Whoever in here right now, stick around. The next one is crucial. The next point I'm gonna make, and it wasn't part of what I was gonna say tonight, but the next part is crucial, man. So the Griffin speaking to TJ, Why Loves, most hated bronze god, flat god, and Why Loves speaking to TJ and everybody, TJ speaking to everybody, and Why Loves said makes a lot of sense. I did a lot of talking, so I'm not sure at what point. And she is a channel member as well as part of the PBT the Points Blank Network executive team. We got Game Master in the house. Next, we're going to talk about credit tonight. We're going to talk about credit. I ain't talking about how to get your score up and all that. It ain't going to be that. I'm going to tell you something even better than that. And car sales, they are sharks. Oh, no, man. I don't know. Well, I'm asking YouTube. Cause I like YouTube experiment been rocking with me for a long time, y'all. I gotta ask YouTube experiment. And I've never heard this and I've never said this. Like the first time ever. Are car salesmen sharks or are customers guppies? I want you to think about that. Are car salesmen sharks or are people that are buying cars guppies? I'm going to go with the guppies because it ain't necessarily that they're sharks. And when I say the people buying cars, including myself, are guppies, we're not knowledgeable enough to even be messing with nothing like that. We don't know all the tricks, but you know who do know the tricks? And where I learned them from? The rich people that didn't want to come off an extra $10 a month because they knew all the tricks. And a lot of times when I was selling cars when I first started, I was paying more attention to the buyers, especially the ones that knew how to negotiate. I learned how to negotiate from the people that was buying the cars. One of the words we used and one of the things we had to do was deflect. We had to overcome objectives. I don't know, Bob. I don't know if that's going to fit in our budget. Well, hey, don't drink coffee. When you go to lunch, don't get a supersize it, undersize it. Don't even get a drink. Ask for a free cup of water. You could do this if you really want to. And before you know it, man, they're buying a car. So that's my question. Are they guppies? Are they guppies? Yeah, YouTube buy rate, baby. Taking them notes. That's what I'm talking about. I always know that buy rate. We're going to talk about credit, man. This is going to be crucial. Keep your money in your pocket. It look like you can just barely get approved. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Look like, and man, if they ignore you, it's going to be a funny situation for you when they realize you can buy. And then all them people that you walk by that wouldn't help you because you look like 10 cans of Get Back, them are going to be the one, man, get away from me. Come on. You didn't want to help me when you thought I was broke. I always focus on the interest rate payment, down payment. How long is a loan? Now I know I need to be aware of the buy rate. Why loves to motivate, man. And that is a very intelligent woman. And a lot of times, I'm telling y'all, man, I didn't know how to buy a car. I didn't come out the womb knowing all this stuff. I paid sticker from 94 to 2010. That's 16 years. I didn't know. But now, I'll go in and tell them what I'm not paying for. Oh, we're going to talk about something. Hey, I got one pen and pencil. I got to jot this down. So we're going to talk about credit. And what was I just saying? I forgot. See, I'm going to write it down. I forgot that quick. It'll come back to me. All right. Why Loves is Crying Loud. We got Lisa J. Stocks in the house. Say, hey, she had a great lie today talking about the 1% and just, doing the right things with your money. Make sure y'all go check that out. And let me go over here and do something here. And I want to thank Why Loves to Motivate says great information. I want to thank her for that $5. What? Super chat. All right. Thank you for that, man. All those go back to the channel, and I really want to thank her again. Super chat. All right. Lisa J. Stocks is waving. Lisa J. Stocks said, Hunter, thank you, Why Loves. And the Game Master says, I set up an appointment 15 minutes before closing. They still took it and took after hours to seal the deal. Yes, I can't tell you how many times. Now, I'm going to tell you. This is what a lot of people try to do. I'm going to tell you. Boy, it's funny. A lot of people, like the dealership I worked at, we closed at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. You could walk in there at 10 to 9, and we were going to help you. 5 to 9, we were going to help you. And if we didn't leave at 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12, because many nights I got home at midnight, 1 o'clock, and mad as hell. But you know what we did, y'all? The managers had a rotation, but we were all managers for a reason. When I was in the Navy, there was no clocking in and clocking out. And the people that we had closing were volunteers that didn't mind closing. And y'all probably said, where's Ron going with this? So you got a manager that is used to this, that was in the military, didn't have a clock in and clock out, and you got a salesperson that volunteered to work the night shift because maybe they go to school during the day, maybe they spend time with their kids during the day. So when they come in at 9 o'clock, they're not even tired. Guess what? They come in at 8:45 thinking they're going to get a good deal because we're tired. We're worn out. Hell no, we had a fresh dude here that ain't been here that long, manager ready to go, and we was more than likely, if you came in late because you pissing us off and keeping us there later than we were supposed to, we was going to rock your world. I'm just telling you, we were going to rock your world. If you ever look up at the sales desk and you just sign the paper, because it ain't a deal until you sign the contract and find it. If you just sign the little paper, they got the numbers and stuff, and you see them up there high-fiving and cheer pom-poms coming out, way to go, Sammy. And hey, Sammy, come here. Hey, man, let's look at this again, because that means they done made some money off your ass. I'm telling you, if they over there, they ain't celebrating losing no money. They ain't celebrating making even. They ain't celebrating making a little bit of money. But if they done hit you upside the head, as they call it, And they're over there high-fiving and back-fiving and on the black hand side and all that stuff. You better tell Sammy, hey, let's look at this again. Think I left some meat on the bone, Sammy. And I'm from the South, man. We eat chicken to the gristle, baby. I'm telling you, it's just little bitty stuff, man, little bitty stuff. And while the motivate, boy, she must be really getting some good information. I want to thank you for that super sticker. It's a paracord. See on this thing, I don't show the camera. Paracord jumping up and down, saying #1 fan. Hey, I love it. Thank you for that super chat. For the people in the back, super chat. And there it is. Thank you, Wild Love, man. That really means a lot, man. Sharks, guppies. You ever heard that Ice Cube song where he said he a big fish in a small pond? Matter of fact, when I used to go close to deal, I'm serious, y'all. I mean, people, maybe I was either confident or cocky. I don't know. I always say confident. But I used to have my phone low, and that song, Walk Through Here, just came out. I be feeling like the man who wanna walk through. And by the time I get to the desk where that customer is to close this deal, I'm ready for it. That's when I was a manager. Okay, going to sleep, have to be at work tomorrow 6 a.m. to do distribution of packages and bills. I guess that it'll never stop. Hey, thank you for tapping in, YouTube. I'm gonna be getting out of here shortly. All right, man. Well, hey, that was part 2. We have been rocking 1 hour and 1 minute. Perfect, man. Now, I want to close out, not with no stories and no extra stuff. I do want to close out and say, anytime you can save money, it's typically going to take time. They always say time is money, and that's true. But time is not always making money. Time could be saving for money. And if you're saving money, you're making money. Today, I was pissed off. And this is perfect for the Points Blank Travel Channel. I can't believe it. As long as I've been in the game and I call myself a master of my craft, I forgot to activate my 5% categories for my Discover It card. Well, I got a notification, a statement closed today. Luckily, I can go back. I have a certain date close to when it ends, and then it'll go back and add the other 4%. So this quarter is 5% at grocery stores, and I've been purposely using my Discover It card faithfully at grocery stores, thinking I'm getting 5%, and I've been getting 1% because I hadn't activated it. Now, if I didn't catch that, all it would have been was 1%. But now they have to add the other 4% on everything that I bought that they didn't give me 5% on. That's just the rules that they put in place. I took $1.38 that I had in cash back today. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. Time is money. Is not always making money. It could be saving money. I saved money because I got 1%. I didn't even get 5%. I was shook up for a little while because I couldn't believe I missed that. But I had $1.38. I transferred that $1.38, $1.38 to my bank account from Discover to my regular bank. Then I transferred that same $1.38 from my regular bank to Robinhood. Well, luckily I had about 90 something cents in there, but I had enough to have $2. It was $2.24. $2.24. I bought $1 worth of Bitcoin, and I bought $1 worth of XRP. Every little bit counts, man. Every little bit counts. So with that being said, man, do me a favor, y'all. It's all about the knowledge. You may not get this the first time, second time, not even the third time, but I guarantee you have more knowledge now, more firepower now than you did before this live stream started. You may not even remember everything. Just remember some of it. Some of it's going to save you some money. You remember it all, you're going to be saving thousands. But you can still save thousands just using some. And if you have to go back and watch the video and all that, I'm going to even extend it. If you have a question that you just can't find the answer to in the video. I ain't talking about a question I haven't went over yet, but a question that you heard me say but you can't find it, DM me at Points Blank Travel or at investing with Rod on Instagram. Points Blank Travel or at investing with Rod. With your question, I'll respond. It may take up to 48 hours. And I'll go ahead and respond to that. That way, but don't throw a question I haven't gone over, because now if the series is over and I didn't go over it, please ask. All right, with that being said, man, I hope y'all have a great rest of your evening. I'm getting ready to get off here and just go chill out and relax. And stay tuned, man. The next day, we're not going to do it tonight. Only because I want to respect y'all's time and respect the people with the replay. I was going to talk about credit. I'm going to give you this here. I'm going to give you a little homework. Know your credit score. If you're not going to buy a car for 6 months, there's a super duper chance your credit score is not going to be the same today as it is in 6 months. It could be higher, it could be lower. Let's assume it's going to be higher. But close, if you're probably 2 weeks, I would say not 30 days because it could change, but 2 weeks, know your credit score. They could use Experian, they could use Equifax, they could use Trade. They're going to try to use the best one because they want to sell your car. I'm going to give y'all a tidbit of advice, and then we're going to go deeper into it. It's 2 types of credit scores that they don't want to see because they can't make money off of. If you have challenged credit, let's say 550, I was a 547, so let's just say you were better than me, you had a 550. They can't make no money off you. You would think they could because your credit is challenged, it's not great, but they can't because typically with a 550 or 520 or whatever, the buy rate is going to be for a car in Texas 18%. I mean, it may have gone up since I was in the business. You're going to get a buy rate of 18%, and what they call a sell rate, they can't go over 18%, so there is no room. They don't make any money. Buy rate 18%, sell rate 18%. They hate that. The second one that they don't like is the person that has good credit, because they're going to want the 3.99, the 2.99, the 1.99, the 0%, and it may just seriously not be available because of the economic situation. Those are going to be your 2 toughest customers. Your easiest customer is that one that's in the middle. Say 620 to 660 or 600 to 666. Yeah, about 660. Why? Because a lot of times those people are just getting out of challenge credit, moving into good credit, and they don't really know it. Also, they're used to the 18%, so if they hear 14 or 13, they're happy as I don't know what. That's why that buy rate comes into play, because you could be a 620 and have a whole bunch of stuff paid off, but still be a 620, and that bank could give you a buy rate of 7.99. But if you're happy with 12 and 13, they got 6 points to play with. You're still only going to get 9.99, but they're going to make money off you with a whole bunch of stuff. Just a little note from ROD, from PBT and IWR and all the other stuff in between. All right, y'all. We about to raise up. Lisa says good night. Thank you for tapping in. TJ's Destination got the, y'all make sure y'all check out those 2 content creators. Clapping, thank you, brother. I enjoyed this live. Thank you. Queen Y Loves, thank you for the super chats at $5 and the $10 super sticker. I really appreciate that. My credit score is fire. I have had struggle credit in the past and got screwed over because of, yes, credit is costly, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, as I end each and every live stream, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I can guarantee you. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, dropping more knowledge, dropping more fire, but more importantly, showing you how to travel around the world with little or no money out of your pocket, or showing you how to invest on a budget. Hope y'all have a good one, man. Much love. And make sure I don't have anything else that I want to do here. And we're going to go ahead and end this, man. Much love. Y'all have a good one, okay? Peace.